May it please you, ma'am, my name is Raj1 and I appear on behalf of Billy Connell. I would like to propose that my client be released on bail. Ma'am, Mr. Connell fully accepts the seriousness of this charge. However, he denies any criminal intent. Therefore, I propose that my client, Billy Connell, be released on bail on the following conditions. He will report to a local police station every week. He will not contact or approach particular witnesses or victims or any members of the gangs involved. Ma'am, may I begin with my first submission?
May.
Ma'am, if I may direct you to Section 4, Subsection 1 of the Bail Act 1976, this states the bail shall be granted to a person accused of an offence who appears before a magistrate's court or the Crown Court in connection with proceedings for the offence. My client has the right to apply for bail. Mr. Connell appreciates that he has been charged under causing grievous actual bodily harm. However, he had no intention in doing so. In the past, he has been involved with assault. However, in this case, Mr. Connell did not intend to hit one of the opposing gang members. He merely got caught up in the fight. There is no clear indication of intent within the evidence, only the landlord's word. I understand that the prosecution may present a case as to why my client should not be granted bail. However, my client has thoroughly understood his conditions and is willing to commit to them. He now appeals for a chance to prove himself. He is ready for change. The prosecution will put forward the argument that my client is likely to re-offend, as there is a risk that my client could abscond. The prosecution's case is entirely circumstantial. My client is a good bail risk and many factors can prove this. The previous record of my client may indicate that my client has a high likelihood of committing further offences if released. My client admits to the prior record, but he puts forward the point that he has always turned up in court in the past, except for one particular instance in which my client was intoxicated due to his birthday celebrations. Therefore, he was not within the normal capacity to understand the seriousness of his actions. My client is highly unlikely to abscond as he is aware of the consequences. He accepts the fact that as one of the conditions he must report to a police officer weekly. My client will benefit from the supervision of having a police officer on his case. He is willing to cooperate with the police and he wishes to clear his name of the offence, so he will attend court whenever required. My client has supportive parents who will supervise his day-to-day activity and keep him on the straight and narrow. Another argument the prosecution may put forward is that of my client having a negative impact on the protection of the public or the alleged victim. This need not be a worry, as the offence and allegations are not of such a nature as to suggest that the crime would be a danger to the community if granted bail. Another reason as to why my client would refrain from absconding would be that of him losing the benefit of living in the brand new housing estate. My client is content with his living conditions. He would not do anything that would cause him to lose housing in his accommodation. Having any links with any of the alleged co-offenders, the alleged victim, or any witnesses may also pose a risk. Therefore, my client is willing to refrain from any contact with any of the gang members whatsoever. If it may please you, may I move on to my second submission?
No.
The age and personal life situation of the defendant plays an important role in the need to not abscond. It brings about a realisation for the defendant. My client does not wish to corrupt or jeopardise any community ties should he abscond. His family and the fact that he is living in a brand new estate would be an argument against him absconding. My client has two younger brothers. He wishes to become a good role model for them and bring about a positive attitude for them and his supportive parents. Working as a machine operator involves a great deal of responsibility and control. As he is a machine operator, he has a stable job which requires a lot of responsibility. My client, Mr. Connell, would not want to jeopardise his employment, in which his interest has grown recently. Alongside the fact that my client wishes to support his family in a positive manner and accept his responsibility as an elder brother, he also wants to show his commitment to his new fiancée. He has become engaged to a librarian. This will give him a positive influence from a stable relationship, and he would not want to sabotage this relationship. My client has recently become involved with the librarian has a stable job and does not want to jeopardise his chances of this engagement. If my client was to reoffend, he would lose his relationship, and this is something he definitely would not want. This all motivates my client to become a better person and reform himself. All of these obligations make it highly likely that my client would not abscond, as he would not take the risk. Mr. Connell is also aware of the consequences of absconding of the inference of guilt, which could be drawn at trial, which demonstrates another reason as to why he would not offend. My client is making positive efforts to get his life together. This is demonstrated by his new relationship, his growing interest in work, and his focus on accepting and performing the conditions that I presented at the beginning of my submission. Unless I can give any further assistance, those are my submissions.
Thank you.